Okay. Yeah. It's the daily go get a show. You think it ain't when it is? Yes, you think it won't when it whiz. We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting. And we down. You like how it sound? I think we about to get into this thing right now. And I feel like a real man should. And I hope that y'all feeling the same because it's all good. And I'ma take it there next, man. Jump on this bandwagon. I'm going to leave the pants sagging, but not hang it down like the young boys and girls and tramp stamp. And what you talking about, we get in and we take it to the next level. The gods and not the devils are in the sphere right now. We do it here, yeah. Okay. It's the Daily Go Get a Business Show, baby. And I'm your host, Sun752. And tonight we talking about cool points. Cool points. What are cool points? You know what I mean? We use the term all the time. Well, some of us do. I don't really. But I've heard people use it for years, decades, actually. And, I think it's time that we break it down a little bit. What are cool points? What are cool points? You know what I mean? When you are actively looking for cool points, are you actively cool? You know what I'm saying? If you can go out to get cool points, are you going out to show who you are and what you are, or are you putting on the dog a little bit, trying to impress a little bit, trying to get fly just a little bit, show a little bit of restraint a little bit, making sure that you show out a little bit, don't go a little too far, just a little bit. You ain't try to hit a little bit. Try to let her know that you a man a little bit. You a gentleman, yeah, just a little bit. Getting them cool points, yeah, just a little bit. Go and play with the kids just a little bit. Show that you need the cool points just a little bit. Well. We're going to talk about it tonight. I think we got ourselves a little conversation going on. We're going to be talking about cool points. And are people going too far in order to show that they cool? And if you have to show that you're cool, is that really cool? You know what I mean? Are you just cool for the fool? You're cool for the stay, cool for the moment, cool for the right now. So we gonna break it on down. It's the DG show and it's happening right now. T carry right morning, noon, and night. It's always good to have my peoples going directly up in your sight. And Carol Chamberlain, what's going on, Carol Chamberlain? Mi favorita, it's good to see ya. Stacy White, yo, thanks for coming through. It's always good to have my peeps on you. No doubt, and it's true. So how y'all feeling tonight, man? Here, listen, man. Flashback Friday. Thank God it's Friday, the 9th of July. We are all the way in the summertime. All the way in the summertime. Ain't no way around it. You can't front on it. It is what it is. What's going on? Emily Dunlap in the house to say that Emily. Good to see me, some of you, y'all. We talking about cool points tonight. So let's get into it. It's time for us to rock out. Urban Therapy with Sun752, and this your daily, the daily go get a mism show. We do this every single day, every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. It is the Daily Go Get a Business Show all up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should too, on some authentic type style going down tonight. Tonight, on this July 9th, Flashback Friday, thank God it's Friday, we are talking about cool points. What are cool points? You use the term all the time. You hear it being used all the time, but you never really thought about it. I bet you we're going to get all the way deep into it today and make you think about it in a way that you never really thought about it before. What are we talking about when we're talking about cool points, baby? What are we talking about when we start talking about cool points? What is a cool point? The most simple way to put it is a cool point is anything that you do to let somebody know that you are okay, that you are all right, that you are good peoples. Cool points. Are cool points safe points? Does cool and safe mean the same thing? I said a cool and safe mean the same thing. I said a cool, safe, is it synonymous with each other? Cool, safe. Are they the same thing? Can you be cool and safe? Do you always be safe when you say you're cool? You're cool. I think a cool. You can get mad cool points if you are a con man. You could be a cool point getting con man. No, I think you can. I think you can. I think for a fact that you could be a con man and get cool points all the time because shoot, con men go for cool points all the time. They let you know right, quick, fast, in a hurry that they are good people, that they are there for you, that they are in your corner, that they are working for you, that they got your back, that they are the ones that should be trusted. But you know damn well you can't trust no con man. You can't do that. No. So when somebody is trying to get cool points with you, what does that mean? What does it mean when in your past, you have given cool points out to somebody? What did they do to get cool points from you? You know, with men, this is a no-brainer. When it comes to men trying to impress women, trying to get cool points with women. Now, you know, you only need cool points with a woman if she ain't feeling you all the way in the first place. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. But if she's all in already, you don't need no cool points. You need cool points when she might be on the fence. You might need cool points when she's giving you a chance. You might need cool points when she's not all the way satisfied or comfortable with you. You might need cool points when you had to talk her into going out on a date with you. Just give me a shot. Just give me a chance. All I need is one thing. I won't try to get in your pants. I'm going for cool points. We went out last night. I ain't trying to get no acid. I'm all right. So, you know, a man to take a woman out to dinner, spend a little cash. You know what I mean? Just basically go out and do what a man is supposed to do on a date. You know, good conversation, engaging conversation, a nice place to go, maybe ambiance in a restaurant or whatever, go to a movie, a nice movie, good selection on the movie side. You know, just go out and act like a civilized person that's trying to make a little emotional connection. But the cool points might come in when you do something gentlemanly and the woman doesn't expect maybe some men that she has gone out with in her experience haven't been gentlemanly. So maybe you pull out the chair for your woman. Cool points, you opened the door for your woman. Cool points, you made sure you opened up a car door first. Cool points, got out the car and let her out. Cool points. I ain't even gonna front. I'm always first to let you in the car. Even men, dudes who have ridden with me, I've opened their door first. It's just what my dad taught me to do. What he didn't teach me to do is to get out of the car and come open her door for her. Like that wasn't part of the like, listen, shorty, you can let yourself out. I did my job. I let you in. You know what I'm saying? But maybe that part of the cool. I remember I was messing with this one chick and she was sitting in the car waiting for me to come around and let her out of the car. I was like, I didn't do it. And she felt some kind of way about that shit. Like you're not a gentleman. I was like, was I a gentleman when I opened your car door? She was like, yeah. Oh, okay. So I don't know. For some reason, that just seemed like too much for me. I mean, ladies, y'all can let me know. Did I skip on finishing the job? Because I never had that problem with any other woman that I've ever ridden with. I never had that. There was only one chick that expected me to, let her out of the car. And I don't know. And even when she tried to put me onto it, I'm like, not doing that. I don't know. I had a block on it. Like, no. If that would have been important, then my daddy would have taught me that part too. I was like, my mama got out of the car. And that other thing, like it kind of irked me that too many black women saw A Bronx Tale. You know that movie A Bronx Tale? Too many women saw that shit. Too many black women saw that shit, and it evidently had an effect. Because so the man lets you in the car, you gotta reach over the middle console to open his car door for him, like Bronx Tale. Every time a woman has done that, I was like, you saw Bronx Tale. And they started laughing. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, no, you ain't got to do that, shorty. You know what I'm saying? This chivalry thing is kind of like a one-way street. Like, you ain't got to do that. Like, you don't have to. That's not a return favor. You don't have to do that. Like, it's cool. I see you saw the movie, and in the movie, he made it sound like it was really important. But it's not. It's not. It's absolutely not. So fucking Robert De Niro. Yeah. So cool points. So a man might take a woman out. They have a nice time. Like a man and a woman is supposed to do on a date. They went out and they had a nice time. The cool points come when he don't expect nothing at the end of the night. Maybe he didn't even poke his lips out to try to kiss her. He definitely didn't invite her. He didn't try to take her to his crib. He didn't, try to go to a hotel. He didn't try to go in her crib. He might have walked up to the door, said, listen, I had a really, really nice time with you tonight, and I can't wait till we do it again, blah, blah, blah. And he feels like he got cool points. So his cool points reward was the fact that he didn't ask for no ass or act like it mattered. He was just being a gentleman. Chicks I go out with be all over me. I'll never be able to get away with that shit. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I take them out, we could just go get a hot dog. A hot dog. Like look, I got a little, beef sausage. You know what I'm saying? Everything on it: onion, sauerkraut, mustard, ketchup, relish, all that kind of shit. You know what I mean? She ate the sausage. The sausage was good. She came home and ate the sausage. You know what I'm saying? She was like, nah, you ain't getting out of here, nigga. You know what I mean? You bought me a sausage. You giving up some sausage. But that's me. That's my experience. You know what I'm saying? I be messing with hoes. But I'm fucking with y'all. I'm only kidding. I'm only playing. In a way. You know what I mean? I like chicks that's a little bit horny. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool points. Fuck that. You better get that shit to that nut ass nigga on the friend zone. He need cool points. I ain't over that shit. You know what I mean? I'm feeling a titty or something. But anyway, all right, listen, I don't want to sound all sexual assault type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to palm your ass. But look, I mean, if I take you to that and palm your ass, I don't give a fuck with you. I don't care if you ain't got no ass. Or if you one of them fat joints that got like the little triangle shaped ass in the back. You know what I'm talking about. They be having real big titties, but they got the big titty ass. That shit go, the ass be shit. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Don't act stupid. You watch, listen, women be critiquing each other. The ass go like this. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like this little, it's almost like a camel toe in the back. All right. Okay. All right. Listen. Cool points. What are cool points? What we doing? What we doing? What we doing? TK right says some men. I'm not quite sure why my phone talked to text typed in all caps. Sorry about that. What you talking about? Okay. Says I was taught to do that favor before cars were less modern. All right, cool. Listen, Bronx Tale. I swear to God, I never heard of that shit. Bronx Tale came out when I was about I don't know, 17, 18. Hold on, let's see. What year was Bronx Tale released? I know I rode in a lot of cars before that shit. Let me see. What year was the movie Bronx Tale released?
A Bronx Tale was released on October 1st, 1993.
Oh, so I was a whole 23 years old when that shit came out. I was a whole 23 years old when Bronx Tale came out. I never heard of nobody doing that shit the whole 22 years before. I rode in a lot of cars. I picked chicks up in cars. I got picked up in cars with chicks and all of that kind of shit. That shit never came up. It was never never an issue. I never heard none of my niggas talk about it. No family members. I ain't never heard of no woman having to open up a car door for a man. Never seen it. After Bronx Tale, every chick I know who saw that movie. I'm like, come on, man. It's like when Superfly came out. You know, I was a young boy. Superfly came out like 1970. And after when Superfly came out, remember he was sniffing coke through his little cross. He was sniffing coke in the cross. Niggas was sniffing coke in the cross. Yeah, niggas gotta stop copying off of shit in the movies. The shit ain't real, man. It's art imitating life. It ain't supposed to be life imitating art. What up? Sucré JTX. What's going on? My good to see me some you. And my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Sit back, relax, do your thing, tax and chill. What's going on, my brother? Thanks for coming on through. You and Sucré Chatois. Good to see you all. I never seen that. I never seen that before. I never seen it. This is crazy. So I said, wait, actually opening the door or just unlocking it? I mean, it is rude not to at least unlock the door. But I'm talking about after Bronx Tale. Remember, the boy from Bronx Tale, he made it a big deal because he opened up the car door, for his girl to get in, and he waited to see if she reached over the middle console to open the door for him. That was supposed to be an act of chivalry on her behalf to let him know that she was 100%. The fuck out of here! You ain't gotta do that. If a man don't think that you a good woman because you ain't do that shit, fuck him. That nigga girl. You need to let him. You need to unlock. You need to let him in the car. You know what I mean? He's your date for the evening. You know, prima donna ass nigga. That shit corny. And I don't care who don't think it's corny. It's corny. It's corny because I said so. Fuck out of here. This shit corny. It's corny. Fuck out of here. God, reach over there. I got the key. So Crazy Twice says, "Oh, I guess I missed the memo. I never opened the car door." Yeah, you ain't got to. I ain't gonna front. I'll be shutting it down like you ain't gotta do that. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta do that because I know you seen the movie. I'm like, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Okay. Read my other comment. No, make me. You said some men. I'm not quite sure. Okay, I don't know. Okay, in the 70s, a lot of guys, Carol Chamberlain says, in the 70s, a lot of guys in the clubs kept a long pinky nail to snort coke with. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You know, like, listen. Carol says, and who cares what you think? I don't even care who don't care. But y'all better care. You know what I'm saying? I be caring about y'all. But, you know, and you know what? Just for that, Carol, if you ever ride in the car with me, I'm going to open up your car door for you and throw you in that shit. You know what I mean? I'm going to have motherfuckers thinking I'm abducting you. Get in the car. And I'm going to close the door and then run around real quick. Jump in and start the ignition. But like, oh my God, I think that man just kidnapped that woman at the last minute because first they was chilling. All of a sudden at the last minute. He pulled up the car and waited for a minute and last thing you know, he thrusted me in it. Oh man, Mona Lisa, man, I know you. You know what I'm saying? So I said, excuse me, dear. Well, my God, you look nice. Put away your money. I'll buy that slice. All right, man. Okay, but cool points. We're talking about cool points. Are you really receiving cool points if cool points are what you are actually looking for and actively looking for? Is it cool if you are looking to be seen as cool? Is it an act? Is it all an act? Are you fronting? Are you fronting, sir? Listen, my guy. Are you putting on a front? Are you playing the role, my dude? Are you? Hey, son. Are you capping? Are you capping? Oh my goodness. Well. It's crazy. Oh, you never saw the Bronx Tale? You never saw Bronx Tale? It's actually a good movie. But, you know, just like all good movies, there's some shit that, you know, some things in there that have you like, yeah, this is definitely the movie part. Ain't that right, Paulie? Ain't that right, Paulie? So, yeah, cool points. What are cool points? I mean, because cool points aren't necessarily universal. And you know, what might be a cool point to one person might be seen as kissing ass or kissing up to another person. Like, I'm trying to get cool points with my boss. So what does that mean? You stayed after hours unpaid, or you went over and above the call of duty, or you did something that the rest of the employees don't do? Are you really looking for cool points, or are you looking for promotion points? Because you don't need to be cool at work. You need to be effective. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, everybody can think that you're a great guy, but the ultimate goal at the job is to translate those cool points into monetary points. We're trying to put them digits on the check, on the Chizak. Sucre Chatois says, I take cool points away for kissing ass. But for some people, going for cool points might be exactly synonymous with kissing ass. For some people. You know how it goes. Let me ask y'all this. Okay. Do women look for cool points with men? Or is it a one-way street? We know that men look for cool points with a woman. I contend that a man only needs cool points with a woman when the woman ain't all in with him. When she ain't really, I ain't saying she ain't feeling him, but she ain't 100% all in with him. She like, I mean, he cool. I'm gonna feel him out. I'm gonna see what's really good. Sucre says, not at all. Carol says, I'm gonna be laughing my ass off. We'll see. Throw you in the car. Don't even give you enough time to put your seatbelt on. Matter of fact, you can be facing the back seat. Like, yo, you could at least throw me in the car, you know what I mean? So I'm sitting upright. Like, yo, you in there looking like you trying to talk to somebody in the back seat. Yo, man, sit your ass down for the cops see you give me a ticket. Sit your ass down, Cal. Sit your ass down. We on our way to the store. You threw me in the car just to, take me to the store. You almost fucked up my shoulder. Shut up. Getting cool points out this bitch. Getting cool points. We getting cool points. We getting cool points. Get cool points. Get cool points. Get cool points. Getting cool points. All right. My brother Ansel Jones is in the house. What's going on, my brother Ansel Jones? What's going on, my brother? TK Wright says, so once she's all in, you don't need cool points? Why not? No. Well, yeah, actually, when she's all in, she's not looking for cool points. Okay, let me put it this way. I think the cool points may be like convincing points. Like she may not be convinced. She's not convinced of you yet. She's not confident of you yet. Like, she's on the fence with you. So the cool points might be like, okay, all right. I didn't really want to go out with this guy, but I think I'm going to, I'll give him a shot. Yeah, I'm free Saturday night. Because you did some things to make her feel a little bit more secure, a little more safe, a little bit more assured that it'll be okay to give you a shot. I mean, she may not be 100% attracted to you, but the cool points pushed her a little bit closer. So don't get me wrong. Cool points is not like, pop your collar cool. We ain't talking about that. We talking about like, oh yeah, yeah, the boy cool. Yo, damn, why they get rid of the boy? He was cool as shit. That was my nigga. You know what I mean? He was cool. I mean that, like me and you, we was cool though. It was good. We was cool. Those are cool points. Not like my man Magnificent Morocco. He said Morris Day is cool. Like we ain't talking about Morris Day cool. We ain't talking about somebody that's like 5'2", you know what I'm saying, with a mink on or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like not that cool. Not pimp, not Minnesota or Midwest hair count cool, hair press cool, not that. We just talking about what a person needs to do in order for you to feel more safe, secure, and friendly towards that person. Those cool points. For example, a man might try to go for cool points with a woman's kids in order to get affection from her. You know how that go. So this nigga bringing through the meals. He's bringing through the games. He's playing games. He, cool points. He got cool points with the kids. Oh, I like Mr. So-and-so. He's better than Mr. O. I like Mr. So-and-so. He's better than Mr. O. I like Mr. O, though. He's better than Mr. So-and-so. I like Mr. O, though. Yeah. Cool points with the kids. Like, oh, well, my kids like him. So he's obvious a man that can be safe around my kids and all of that. He respects the fact that I have children and my family comes first and all of that. So, okay, cool points. Look, he came through. He came through with an Xbox game, PlayStation 4, 5. Cool points. Is that really cool points, though? Because you was really only doing it to impress the mother so you can get in between her legs. I mean, I ain't saying that you ain't cool. I'm not saying that you're not a good dude. But at the end of the day, you had an agenda. You had an agenda and you pushing forward with your agenda. I ain't mad at you, homie. Do your thing. You got to do what you got to do. So Crazy Twa says, I look for swag on sight than character and his ability to care to me on some level. Okay. And she says that there's always an agenda. That's true. That's true. So if you're looking for cool points, are you trying too hard with your agenda? Some people be like, such and such is trying too hard. Could it be that you're trying too hard? Or have you found the right balance? Surely, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Surely, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's going on, ma? What's going on, girl? And my man, Magnificent Morocco. What's going on, my G? So, Couch Hammer says, at son, that ain't going to happen. I ain't riding in the car with you. I ain't say I was asking you. But we'll take care of that, at the proper time and place. I got some black seed for you. Okay. And y'all can call into the show. If y'all want to call into the show, y'all want to talk about this cool points thing, I invite you to call in. The number to call is area code 319-527-6199. Once again, the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. It's the Daily Go Get It Business Show. We are talking about cool points. What are cool points? Please make sure that y'all hit that like button. Please hit the like button. Smash it. Mash it. Hit the like button. Share the show. Please share the show and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this is the Daily Go Get It Business Show. We are on every day except Saturday and Sunday this week because I got to work again just like last weekend. So there won't be any Urban Therapy with Sun show tomorrow or Sunday, but we're going to be back. We're going to be back riding tall in the saddle before long. It's going to be all right, man. Don't worry about it. It's going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? All right. TK Wright says, women like to feel secure, so the effort needs to be consistent. Exactly. So when you're going for cool points, are you showing them who you are, or are you showing them what you can do? Like in the case with that date where you took the woman out, y'all had a nice time, you wined, dined, and all that kind of shit, and didn't go for no ass. You was looking for cool points. You know what I'm saying? Now, that was on the first date. Are you going to do that the second and third date? You still going to keep spending cash? No ass? Spending cash with no ass? Spending cash with no ass? I said. Spending cash with no ass. Spending cash with no ass. Spending cash with no ass. Yo, spending cash with no ass. 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 He's spending cash. No ass. He's getting no ass. I mean, you might do that on the first date, maybe even the second date, but you probably not gonna let yourself strike out unless you are pure, all the way, full time, all day sucker. And I don't mean to call dudes who don't go for the ass suckers, but I'm like, come on, dude. You know what I mean? At some point. I mean, listen, any woman that'll let a man take her out 3 times, and you might not have to give up the ass, but come on, man, something got to give. Like, I mean, something got come on, yo. Because probably somewhere out there, some dude ain't whining and dining and all of that. And he ain't whining or dining, but he getting right behind him. He ain't whining or dining, but he's getting in that behind him. Now, that's not right. But this cool dude, the cool points looking for ass nigga, I mean, he might be a sucker boy. He just might be a sucker boy. I say go for the ass on the first night. No exceptions. All she can do is say no, and you might give cool points for not getting mad. But don't be discounting the horniness of these chicks. They be loving you. I mean, shit. Closed mouth don't get fed. And closed mouth don't give head. All right, so listen, man. I mean, if you want a woman to feel special, you gotta go for the ass. I mean, you know, you don't want her to feel ugly. You know, these chicks out here, they don't be having no confidence in their looks. You know, you go for the ass, then you know she'll know she's pretty. All right, so Magnificent Morocco says, I'm me 24/7. Don't try to be cool. Okay, cool. And so Joe says, bring them out. Word up. Oh, wait, I see we have a call on the line. Caller with the last number 7019. Welcome to the hold on. Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. Thank you for holding. What's on your mind this evening?
How are you this evening?
Yo, I'm feeling like a real man should be. I feel good. I mean, you know, like before I'm good. What's up with you?
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Now, based on your description of how a man would, I guess, get cool points from a woman, or I guess earn cool points from a woman is based on his ability to do things to gain favor in her eyes, then I guess it would be the same way for women. I mean, if that's your description of getting cool points.
So, okay, what are some things that a woman would do to get cool points from a man?
What a woman, I mean, for me specifically, I guess I don't look at it as getting cool points because, first of all, I wouldn't be with, because you made the description about if a woman is going to gain cool points, then she probably is not really all that attractive to him. So I don't know that I'm looking for cool points initially when I first meet a man, but I would assume that, you know, if he's going to do things that get cool points from me, then it would have to be things that I like, that he's going to cater to me or do things that, based on our conversation, he knows that I like in order for me to like him just a little bit more.
Okay, but I ask you, what things will a woman do in order to gain cool points with a man? Like, what are some things that a woman would do?
Things that are, I mean, that can be a lot of things. I mean, she could cook for him, you know, the same thing like men, be nice to his children, buy them things, give them head, you know.
Yeah, I think, well,
you know.
Let me help you out. You know what? One thing, and I wasn't thinking about this before you started talking, but one thing that a woman might do to gain cool points with a man, is express her like for sports. You know what I mean? A lot of women don't like sports, but some women do like sports. You know what I'm saying? So maybe if you know he likes sports and you like sports too, so y'all, you know, you get into that with him or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So for some men that's a big deal. Like, oh yeah,
So
then
wouldn't it
she
only
even knows
be
something
cool
about the game.
points if it's something that she doesn't really like, so she's doing it just for his benefit? Because I wouldn't consider it cool points if they have a mutual likeness for sports. So that could be just something that they have in common. But if she got into sports just for his benefit, then I would say that she may get cool points for that.
Well, yeah, she may get, and that's the question. Okay, let me ask you this outright, point blank, straight up and down.
Okay.
Are cool points character points? Like, are you showing your character, or are you showing a side of yourself? You know, like, is it authentic? Like, because if it's cool points, it's like, are you like? I'm trying to figure out: are you giving or are you displaying your authentic self, or are you doing this just to show somebody what you can do or would be willing to do?
I guess it would depend on that person's perspective, because I mean, I don't know if I would go out of my way, me specifically, to do something that I'm not necessarily into or I don't like, in order to please someone. Like, it would have to be something that I'm okay with, at least in order to consider it. But I don't know if it's character. Like, if you're doing something outside of yourself just to please somebody or get cool points, then to me, that's not authentic. But certainly, if you're just being yourself and someone is giving you cool points just for being yourself and doing things that you would normally do, I don't see a problem with that.
Me either. But
because I don't know if people actually say, "Hey, I'm giving you cool points for that." No, I mean, who's judging? Whether whether you're being given cool points or taken away. Like, who said cool points actually? But I mean, I get what you're saying, but I don't know if people actually going around like, "Listen, I gave you cool points for that."
I've actually heard that said. But but it is it does seem to be something that the person who is looking to gain cool points says more than the person who is giving out the cool points. But yeah, like when I've heard people say that, yeah, I gave you cool points for that, they're not normally talking about something that was done for them. They're normally talking about, when I've heard it said, they're normally talking about something that they saw that somebody did for somebody else. Like, yo, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they witnesses. Right.
Yeah.
Now I've had heard it used in that thing, like, somebody might see somebody doing something that they thought was really awesome, and they're like, "Yo, you got cool points for that."
Right.
Yes, I definitely heard it used in that way.
Yeah, you found such and such wallet, and you you gave back the wallet and the money. Like, you get cool points for that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a lot of money.
I would have never did that.
It was a lot of money in there. Like, you didn't even count this shit. I see you when you found the wallet. I see you didn't even open this shit up. You know what I mean? You just looked at the ID and passed that shit off. I'm like, you ain't even looked to see how much. Like, I mean, but
so that brings up a funny thing, because so do you consider cool points something that someone does that you wouldn't do yourself?
No, not necessarily. I'm just trying to figure out whether cool points are something that's done to impress a person, or are cool points something that is done or trying to be received for something that, for a display of your true self, your true character. You know what I mean? Like, are you getting cool points for letting a person know how you are? You know, for showing your integrity or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you getting cool points for that, or are you getting cool points for some type of special move that you have? You know what I'm saying? Or special move that you perform.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
In the mind of the person who's benefiting from someone's behavior, I guess they could be tabulating cool points in their mind for the other person because they're on the receiving end. And I don't necessarily know that the person who's doing the thing is actually doing it just to receive cool points. You know what I mean? That could be, specific to whoever it is. I'm pretty sure it could work either way. Someone could be doing something just for the benefit of looking good in a person's eyes, just as well as a person could be receiving cool points just for being themselves.
How about this? How many cool points do you need in order to win?
A lot.
That's what I'm saying. Like the specific number to win the game isn't specified. You know what I'm saying? It's sort of like baseball. You know, you just have to be winning all through 9 innings. You know what I'm saying? There's no, you know, like it's still gonna take 9 innings. You know, but
But do you ever lose when you get cool points? Like who are you up against?
Well, see, here's the thing. You actually may be up against somebody because, let's say, in the case where a man is looking for favor from a woman, he may know that she's actually interested in somebody else or even involved with somebody else, but he's shooting his shot anyway. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So he might be trying to get enough cool points to get a consideration in the case that they break up or something, or maybe even give her consideration to break up. You know, cut that zero, get with this hero. You know, that type of shit. So it could be like that, or it could be like, okay, in plenty of scenarios where one person might be seen as, you got your head all up in such and such as you do anything for her. You let her use you. You know, you take her to the laundromat, to the market or whatever. You even paying for the groceries. You doing everything, whatever. She hits you up at every beck and call. You at every beck and call, but she don't do shit for you. You know what I'm saying? She barely give you a kiss on the forehead, nigga. And he looking at it like, yeah, but I'm getting cool points. So one day, when the smoke clears, I'm gonna be all that she needs and all that she has. So to other people, he's being used and abused. To himself, he's like, nah, I'm putting money in the bank right here. I'm depositing money in this bank, and believe me, when I withdraw, it's gonna be all good. And only thing he's gonna really win when he does withdraw is the opportunity to really spend even more money than he was spending before. But he don't see it that way. You know, to each his own.
I don't know if I guess it would depend on how long he's willing to invest himself into gaining cool points, because I don't know, in a lot of those situations, if a person is not feeling you, it doesn't matter, how much you're doing for them. They may allow you, depending on the person, they may allow you to keep doing those things, just because it's benefiting them, but it's not going to gain you what you want in the end.
Yeah. But in the case of cool points, I mean, people who need the cool points, they looking at it like, listen, you play the game your way, I'm gonna play the game my way. So, they're tabulating their cool points in a different way than you may be tabulating their cool points or your cool points. You know what I'm saying? But they're playing on a different different scale, playing by a different scale on a different playing field than you are. You know, and they may be totally satisfied with how they're playing the game. It's just that on the side, you're thinking like, yo, there are other ways to play this game, and you could definitely win. But I don't see why you doing this. But that's a judgment on that may be a judgment on your behalf. If they're good with the cool points that they are building up, then that's on them. But I figure if you are consistently trying to build up cool points, that's probably your real character. You know what I mean? Because it's consistent. Whereas when it's a one-shot deal, like, yo, man, you know, our first date, I took her to Ruth Chris. You know what I'm saying? $350 bill. Yo, she was drinking Hennessy shot after Hennessy. You know what I mean? Triple Hennessy. She throwing them shits back. I don't know what she was putting them motherfuckers. I mean, I'm like, and dude, you still ain't getting no ass? So let me get, I mean, fuck the money you spent. She was drunk as shit. You couldn't Bill Cosby or something? Like what the fuck, nigga? Yeah. So hold on, let me get this straight.
Listen.
Hold on, let me get this straight. Now hold on. If you can't get no ass from a drunk chick, so you mean to tell me your cool points was for cleaning up throw up and making sure she got the making sure she
advantage of her.
Yo, if you have ever had to care for a person that was drunk off their ass and throwing up and shit, you know what I'm saying? There is no smell like the smell of alcohol regurgitation. That drunk throw up, that shit lasts forever too. You be like, yo, what the fuck was you drinking? Like, yo, we had some Alizé, and we had some Hypnotic, and we was doing shots. We had shots of, we had tequila, and we had the Patron, we had the 1800, and we had the Cuervo, and I had a couple of shots of Grey Goose.
Okay.
That shit stink like fuck. Plus, they still drunk. Null and void, too. Mm-hmm. You gotta put they ass to bed. Gotta nurse this hoe back to bed. So, like she threw up all over your shit. Yeah, I'm saying maybe even pissed on herself and all that shit. You put her to bed all nice, and you ain't even get no ass. You ain't even get no ass. Cool points for you. She fucked your shit up, nigga. Doing cool points for you, nigga. She fucked your shit. Kids waking up, kids coming to crib the next day like, Dad, what's that smell? Look, all we know is we gotta put some baking soda on that shit, some lime, some motherfucking bleach. Yeah, I gotta make a concoction. Yeah. Shout out to everybody who has ever had to hug the porcelain receptacle. You ass. My stomach. Yeah.
Okay, listen. I know of a situation, a specific situation where a guy was dating this girl for 3 years, right? He was dating, and he thought that, I guess, he was gaining cool points. He took her to work every day, gave her money for lunch. And then at about year 2.5, maybe year 2, I think it was, that another guy comes into the picture, and they're hanging out like threesomes. They watching movies together. And then all of a sudden he realizes that that's her boyfriend. And I'm like, but you didn't know that was, and he just kept hanging around. And he was like, but that was my girlfriend first. I'm like, no, she couldn't have been. She couldn't have been your boyfriend. So, I'm your girlfriend. So, all that gaining cool points, and if the person don't like you, it's not going to matter what you're doing to gain all of these cool points. If they don't like you, they don't like you.
I need a girlfriend, and I need her right now. Holding and kissing, holding you tight, never letting go. Sing that shit, Bobby. Sing it. It's the original king of R&B. Just got his ass kicked by Keith Sweat in the verses. Somebody should have told. There ain't no way you gonna beat Keith Sweat in the verses, nigga. You ain't got that many albums. After my prerogative, you know it start getting dark for your ass. It start getting dark. You know what I mean? Keith Sweat going hit for hit. This motherfucker would cut close. He's singing with LSG. He bringing out records you ain't even know he fucking had. And here you are trying to sing. What's that shit he sung with Whitney Houston? That shit ain't gonna make you win this shit, nigga. You're done. You better start singing Mr. Telephone Man. Why ain't somebody tell yo Bobby, that was your song. You better sing Mr. Telephone Man for the next 15 minutes. That's what you used to do when you was with New Edition. Fuck that. We singing Mr. Telephone Man for 30 minutes of this set. Yo, the set is only 45 minutes. We singing Mr. Telephone Man for 15 minutes of it. All right. Okay. My bad. Okay. But cool points. Cool points. I mean, what are cool points? Cool points, one thing to one person and another thing to another person. I mean, we talk about cool. We've heard people talk about cool points. We may have talked about cool points ourselves and shit. But when you really start getting to the depth of the meaning, deep into the definition of exactly what cool points are, you may find that they may not even exist. Cool points are a way for a person to get to like you. Well, are they getting to like you by you proactively sort of forcing them or convincing them to like you, or are you getting cool points by just being who you are? I mean, like I always help old ladies across the street just as I see you looking.
So what would a man give a woman cool points for?
Well, like we've saying, he might give her cool points for liking sports and not just liking sports, but actually knowing the game. That's important to some men. Some, cooking. Some men can't get with a chick that cooks. A lot of these chicks out here be rebelling against cooking for men or whatever. So maybe he gets with a woman who is quick to get in the kitchen and show him what she can do and what she's willing to do. So she might get cool points that way. Now it wasn't that. It may not be like it may not be like he wasn't feeling her in the beginning, because he very may well have been. But to see that not only is she pretty, maybe not only does she have a nice body, but even there are other things that go along with her personality that just take her over the top. Like maybe she's getting cool points from him because she's more attentive, and he may not be used to chicks that are attentive. She may be affectionate. He may not be used to chicks that are affectionate. He may be used to always having to make the first move, and she might be like, nah, listen, she might take his hand and be like, yeah, you feel that? You like? I like too. Yeah, rub that shit. And don't be scared to go downtown. That's the way to my love. Go round and round. So, I mean, it might be like that, when when you get with somebody that seems to be a little different, or that is delivering a different package than you may have been used to getting. You know what I mean? If you listen to a lot of men out here complain about what women don't do and what they don't, you know what I mean? How it's refresh. It may be really refreshing to get with a woman that seems to separate herself from all of the, women don't do this, black women don't do this, that, and the third, and all that kind of stuff. Now, sure, you're not going to be reinventing the wheel, but for him in his life, you may be getting cool points because it's like, yo, I never had this from nobody that I've been with before. So this one is a little bit. This one is taking me over the top. You understand what I mean? And you know how a woman. Look, you're a woman. You know how women treat a man when they really feeling a man. All of that. I wouldn't do this and I wouldn't do that. All that disgruntled. I did this for a man before and then it got me nowhere. All that shit goes out the window when love starts to really call on you. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Well, that's why I said I don't know if it has, or maybe I just don't characterize it as that, but I don't know if it has to do with gaining cool points because it ain't for everybody. Like, you just not out here just trying to gain cool points from every person you encounter. It's gonna be different for different people. What you do for one, you may not do for another.
Well, yeah. You're going to get different energy from different people.
Mm-hmm.
It may not. Oh, you might not always get the same energy from everybody that you deal with, but depending on the energy that you're giving off, I should say, there is a good chance that you will run into the same type of man or the same type of woman time after time because you're not putting yourself in a position to meet anybody from different walks of life that will give you a different experience. You know what I'm saying? So if you're dating people that all run in the same circles, they may not know each other, but they're basically all in the same gang. They all are kind of in the same mind frame, so there may be a certain consistency, and it might be you because you're giving off the same energy, so you keep attracting the same thing, but when you start giving off a different type of energy, then you might get a woman that, or people in general, that may give you a different experience. But okay, it's not surprising. It's not surprising when they say that, cats from around the way who might have been humble or whatever, when they come into a bunch of money or whatever, they start acting different. They start being around people that are different. Like before, he was messing around with these old bum ass chicks and all of that. These little ratchet Jones from around the way. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't even keep they terror cap on straight and shit. You know what I mean? These terror cap to the side wearing assholes. But now he out here fucking with these superstars. It kind of makes sense because now that he has this money, he's giving off a different type of energy. Yeah, the money is making him give off this different kind of energy, but his swag is different. His confidence is different. Of course, he has the money to back that up, but even without the money talking, he's talking different. He's giving off something different. So even if you remove the money today, that swag is going to take a while to drain off because that money has had his back and has propelled his swag to go in a different direction. So yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I prefer a man who has swag even if he broke.
Well, swag is one of those things that I don't think can be measured. Your swag is immeasurable, in that your swag is sort of going to be what you make out of it, or make or put into it. So although because swag is just your confidence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just your confidence.
A,
And
a lot of that.
mm-hmm. But my brand of confidence may be different than your brand of confidence and the next man, the next woman's confidence. So, but your swag, I believe, is your confidence that goes along with your personality. It's your brand of confidence
Right.
that fits to your personality. So,
Right.
like even nerds have a certain swag to them. It just might be a nerdy swag, whereas they like, on the real, I'm just smarter than all y'all. I might not be able to dress and I ain't that boy, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But when it really all comes down to it,
Yeah,
when we
because
start talking, I'm gonna outsmart all y'all. And I'm gonna do
Right.
little Michael Jackson shit to just outsmart y'all without even talking. Like, watch this shit. Look, I'm about to make these niggas look real
because
dumb.
he wears his confidence. So it's definitely about confidence, but it's also about how you wear it. So, and how you walk in it. So, if a man doesn't have money, and I notice you reference money in terms of when men feel like they become a different person when they get money. I think that there's a lot to be said about a man who doesn't have much, but it doesn't rob him of his confidence and his ability to still walk in that confidence. So, I think, a man in that realm is more likely, in my opinion, that I would invest my time and energy in more so than a man who got me money and now is acting funny.
Okay, but what about a woman that comes into a lot of money? I've seen women change. I've seen women change too. They give off a different energy. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
it's a big deal.
It's
It's a big deal when you start, when you go from that old Navy on up to, Sac Fifth, you know what I'm saying? It's a big jump. and what I've noticed about like when women get money, I guess men do it too, but I think with me, it's more noticeable in women. Like when women come into a lot of money, they start talking about a lot about what other women don't have. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bitches is only doing this. Y'all still doing this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 blah. I don't necessarily see men doing it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not necessarily about what other people don't have when men do it. It's more about
maybe
like what
you don't see it.
Well,
maybe it's because you don't look for it in men.
Okay.
Because I certainly men definitely rate other men based off of how much money they have. It definitely is a status thing from what I see with men, because if because they always feel like other men are clocking their pocket. And it's like, oh, why you worrying about how much money I got? Like, why you worrying about, you need to be worrying about, where your money at and where your next meal will come from, that sort of thing.
Mm. Well, I'm not saying that men don't.
Both sides.
Yeah, I'm not saying that men don't put other men down when they get money, but from my point of view, it seems like men are more concerned about themselves just being the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, it's not like more like it don't even matter how much. It don't even matter about what you have, because you wouldn't be as good as I am anyway. I like men be acting like they was ordained to have it. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I've seen.
But wouldn't you have to?
Huh?
Okay, go ahead.
Well, whereas women, when I've seen them come into a bunch of money, I don't know, like, and I'm talking about the most obnoxious women. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they talk about where you shop and all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't see men really doing that. It's like, I got the. It don't matter what kind of car you got. I got this Benz, but I've seen women be like, y'all can't get this. Y'all can't go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe I'm not explaining it as clearly as I mean it.
Yeah. There's definitely a different type of pettiness when it comes to men and women. And I think that there's also, there's those type of people that are gonna be that way when they feel like they have quote unquote leveled up. They've come into some money, so they're not where they used to be. But there's also the other end of the spectrum where, you have people who gracefully, come into money and it doesn't necessarily change them in that way. So I just think that, what's that saying about, money doesn't change you, it just magnifies who you are. So I do think that there's some truth in that. Like it doesn't matter, at what point you come into money, it's definitely gonna show who you've always been. You just didn't have the money to talk that talk when you didn't have it.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay. Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever done anything to gain cool points with somebody?
Have I ever done? Of course, if we're talking about, doing things, to look good to another person, I've definitely am that type of person who, does things for whoever I'm dating, people in my family, the whole nine. I do sometimes overextend myself for people. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm doing it to get cool points. I think it's just who I am. And sometimes it's hard for me to say no. But I have learned to tone it down and to be mindful of who I do things for because it's not always received well and people tend to take advantage. So, as you grow older, you start to, be a little bit more cautious about, who you do things for and whether they're deserving of your time and energy or whatever that thing is, so you kind of learn. But I don't think that I go out of my way just to do things for people. Like for instance, at a workplace, there are people who, like you said, do things to kiss butt. I'm definitely not that person. I could give two craps about kissing up. I come in, I do my job, and that's about the half of it. So, and I probably have been looked down upon because I don't kiss butt. So I just can't do it.
Okay.
So if that's cool point, no, that's not me.
Okay. So yeah, you may have a different arena, or you may choose the arena that you want to gain cool points in, which is a natural thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with that. As a matter of fact, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But there's a chance that what you were doing to get cool points, even if that's not what you were actively looking for, but it just turned out to be that way, could have been looked at different. It could have been looked at differently by somebody else that may have been paying attention. You know how your haters are never going to want you to do anything, whether to get cool points or any other kind of points. They always want to they're always going to put a negative spin on anything that you do. So, whereas you may be feeling really good about whatever you are doing out there, there's always somebody that can make you feel like you were doing a foolish thing at the same time. So you have to be. Let
me ask you a question. You ready?
Yeah, I am.
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you ever done something to get cool points from somebody and that person not receive well the thing that you did to get cool points?
Not that I can think of. Not so you're saying like have I ever done something for somebody and they didn't show any type of appreciation for it? Not that I can think of right now. Now, when the show is over, I'll probably be thinking like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But I normally build myself up. I don't try to go for the ring right away. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I believe that you got to sprinkle it a little bit first. Don't just go pour in and all of that, because it may overwhelm somebody, or you may overextend yourself to the point where, well, what are you going to give next? You already gave everything. What comes out of what comes after everything? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like I said, well, hold on.
Like
I felt like
like what you did.
Okay, not necessarily a person per se, but like when I first started out in comedy, I was hanging out at the comedy club a lot. And, you know, I was really putting a lot of time in, like I was instructed to do. And I never felt like I got my just due for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I really didn't feel like, I know for a fact that didn't pay off. It didn't pay off. Right. You know what I'm saying? Instead, what happened was I became a victim of a bunch of negative rumors, and they listened to those people, and, you know, dumb shit like that. Wind up damn near getting blackballed by the club. Like, really? What the fuck? Right. You know, that type shit. Yeah. So
okay, yeah. So that would be that would be a
yeah. You know, so but there's two sides to every story. And maybe what I was trying to give them is not what they were in the market for. So, you know, I'm not going to say that it was, I'm not going to try to say that I was 100% right in that, in what I was doing, because at the time I did drink, and, you know, I might have done or said some foul shit, you know, in my drinking stance, you know, that I don't even remember or whatever, you know. So, yeah, I'm not going
somebody the wrong way.
Yeah. You know, because I remember, you know, it was some drunk nights up in the club. So who knows? Who knows? But yeah, you know, I mean, you win some, you lose some. You're not gonna win them all, but you try. So when it comes to cool points, if you're giving them your authentic self, I think that then you should accumulate as many cool points as possible. However, if you have a particular goal in mind, make sure you keep your eyes on that goal. And if this seems like somebody keeps moving the goalpost, then you're not really building up any cool points. You're not gonna. It's not designed for you to win that game, homie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Your cool points would be better accumulated with somebody else.
Right.
You know, there comes a time to put all your eggs in a certain basket, and the time to spread that thing out a little something. All right, listen. We gotta do these birthday shout outs, and then we're gonna get on up out of here. But I appreciate you calling in, and I appreciate your insight, and I appreciate your conversation, and I appreciate your cool points. You get mad cool points for calling in. Anybody call to this show get mad cool points. Even that the crazy dude who be calling in here trying to imitate black people, particularly me. It's all good. It's all good. It's all love. If you're out there listening somewhere, yeah, man, you know. So because when it goes down, and you know, when it goes down, it's going to get time for you to get up. And when you get up on this, push it, baby. All right. So push it real good. You know, when you're pushing it, you got to push it real good. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to holler back at you. We going to do these birthday shout outs to get on the out of here. So you have a good night. Be safe.
You too.
All right. All right, y'all. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious July 9th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. Samid Patah, happy birthday to you. And Laquanda McCullum, happy birthday to you. And Shalonda Shriek Wilson, turning 44 years old today. Bow, bow, bow. Yeah, what up now? And DeShantel DM Locust, turning 47 years old today. And Robert Sewell, my brother, my big brother, Robert Sewell, turning 54 years old today. Happy birthday, my brother. Do the damn thing. And Chevalier Lovett, turning 39 years old today. And my man, comedian Dwayne Break D Smooth, happy birthday to you, my brother. And Sister Naraye, happy birthday to you. No, Nayare. Sister Nayare, my bad. And Jamila Coleman, happy birthday. And my girl, Yvonne Lee, affectionately known to all of us as Bonnie. Happy birthday to you, Yvonne Bonnie Lee, turning 50 years old today. She's a 71. To get the job done. And last but not least, my girl, Pam Kennebrew. Olufemi, Pam Kennebrew. Happy birthday to you, my sister. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious July 9th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough for everybody to hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, man, listen up. I pay attention, kick game, baby. You know, we talk about cool points, building up cool points, trying to get cool points, giving out cool points. They mean different things to me than they do for you, but cool points is something that's good to do. And whether the cool points that you are trying to get or give add up to the goal that you had in mind, it's always good or great to be a good person. It's always good to perform actions and deeds that stick in the minds of others, especially when they are authentic and they can when they can attach that particular way of life to you. When you can put your signature on something that's decent, something that's good, something that's fulfilling, something that's a breath of life, something that's life-giving, you know. So if you are a helpful person, if you're going to get cool points in that way, then that's a great thing. If you are a generous person, that's a great thing. If you are a loving person, that's a great thing. If you are an honest person, that's a great thing. If you are a protective person, that's a great thing. All of these things may be done as just a natural part of your character, but they may go towards building up those cool points, baby. Those cool points. Listen, I want to thank y'all for coming through and rocking out with me. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all back to life. If you haven't pushed that like button, please push it, mash it, press it. Push the like button. Please let people know what you're listening to and how they can get here. And please share the show. Share the show. Don't be stingy with the show. And please, I say, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. And yes, we are here every day. Monica Davis, Queen Monica, is in the house. I want to thank you for coming through, without a doubt. So for my blog talkers, let me get you on up out of here first. You go bye-bye. And then for all my
Blog Talk Radio,
my Instagrammers, Yo, Fire Slammer Jammer, thanks for coming through and let me spew my grammar. That's real. All right. And for my YouTubers, yo, you know how we do, but thanks for coming through. It's always a group of us. All right, y'all, peace. So I see y'all Monday. If I can squeeze a show, I see y'all Monday, man. I holler back. Peace, y'all.